guys, welcome to Sissy Spaces, and thanks for being here. In today's video, we're getting it all done, starting with quickly resetting the family room and kitchen, then adding up the receipts for November in order to set the budget for December. Next, we'll shop for our weekly grocery haul, then return home to restock and organize the kitchen, linen closets, and laundry room. I'm also taking you with me to tour 2 new construction homes, and we'll end the video sharing some Christmas DIYs that were not only easy, but also budget friendly. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and it motivates you to do some cleaning, restocking, and organizing of your own. And as always, if you do enjoy today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. In last week's video, I asked if you wanted a Christmas home tour, and most of you said yes. So for the last few days, I have been filming one in hopes to air it on Sunday, December the 21st. And I'm hoping all of you return to watch it. I'm also going to try to speak directly to the camera, which is actually my phone. So if you don't want to see a Christmas home tour, I'm hoping you'll return to see if I can pull it off. I'm also making a few changes to some of the Christmas decor, and we'll be using some of the items I DIY'd in today's video. Also in next week's home tour, I'm sharing the boys' decorated Christmas trees and may also share a shopping haul if the items arrive in time to make the video. This is my first Vlogmas video, and next Sunday's video will be my first Christmas home tour. So I hope you're enjoying the newer content. Also, since starting this channel 2 years ago, I've really enjoyed sharing lots of cleaning motivation, as well as shopping hauls, cooking, and laundry motivation. And next year, my plan is to continue to add newer content while improving upon the old. If you watch closely, you may notice that I'm having a hard time holding on to some items or showing difficulty in some simple daily tasks. And that's because my arthritis in both hands are getting worse. I am wearing my hand splints at night and doing the exercises prescribed. I also have an appointment next week with my rheumatologist, and I'm hoping she has some ideas on how to reduce the pain and improve function. In addition to resetting the family room and kitchen, I'm also completing 2 loads of laundry today in order to make up for the load I'll miss tomorrow. For those that are new to the channel, I wash, dry, fold, and put away at least 1 load per day, but double up on some days to stay ahead like today. Hopefully the new carpet shampooer I ordered a few days ago arrives soon, because I want to shampoo the only 2 rugs that exist in our home, which is the one you just saw and its twin, which is located upstairs in our oldest son's bedroom. Along with the new carpet shampooer, I also ordered for the first time a Christmas-themed duvet cover and matching shams. I don't plan to use them before the holidays, considering I'm loving how our bed looks now, but I do plan to use them next year when decorating our bedroom for Christmas. Last night I cleaned this kitchen because I plan to spend the remainder of the day drafting a spending budget for this month. December is always the most costly month of the year, but I have become very good at finding ways to get those items we need as well as those we want. Has adjusted well to my daily reset routine, but he does continue to remind me when he's due for his mid-morning snack. By the way, I do shred our mail often, but only add up our receipts monthly, as well as set the budget. This, along with frugal spending, has allowed us to become debt-free and continue to live this way for over 10 years. Along with adding up the receipts for last month, I'm also recording the bills and jotting down whether or not they've been paid for this month. And I update our calendar, noting any appointments coming due or any wants that are special requests. This does take up most of my day because I do check in with hubby and the boys often to ensure we're all in sync. Vlogmas Day 5 is what I considered as my inventory day because I spent most of this day inventorying and organizing all of the cabinets and drawers in the kitchen, laundry room, bathrooms, linen closets, and the fridge. I do keep our home well organized, but the day of or before our weekly grocery haul, I revisit all of these spaces and jot down the items needed. And of course, I check in with hubby and the boys for any special requests. Although this was a long list of items needed, it mostly consisted of duplicate items we already had. I like to keep multiples of hygiene items as well as grocery items on hand that we use often, because there's nothing worse than needing an item at that moment for personal use or to consume and realizing there aren't any on hand. So since COVID, I stock up on highly used items to ensure we never run out. I noticed while inventorying that I needed to restock our condiments cabinet because we consume it a lot, along with a lot of starches, seasonings, and paper towels. Also, while inventorying the fridge, you'll notice that we have a lot of leftovers on hand, and that's because hubby and I have done a great job of cooking since this month began. And in last week's video, I shared two of my family's favorite side dishes that most of you consider as your favorites as well. From here, we'll inventory me and hubby's linen closet, as well as our vanities. Then inventory the laundry room, and the boys' linen closets, and vanities as well. And although not shown, I did check the cabinet under the sink to see if we needed any dish detergent or dishwasher tablets. I also checked Max, my fur baby's food drawer, and decided I'll pick up more of his treats, because they have quickly sold out in the past, and it took weeks to restock them in the stores. Hubby's vanity was pretty well stocked, but not to my surprise, because whenever I tell him I'm conducting an inventory, he restocks his vanity using items from our linen closet. But I still check his vanity drawers and cabinets just in case. This is the main linen closet, which is located upstairs. It's also our youngest bathroom and is shared between his bedroom, the gym, and the guest bedroom. Our oldest also restocks his ensuite bath with items from this linen closet, but I still like to inventory his bathroom and will restock it sometimes when needed. After inventorying and organizing all of our linen closets, bathroom vanities, the laundry room and kitchen, I called it a day and started early the next morning resetting our bedroom and bathroom. This is the longest Vlogmas day because we're not only shopping for our weekly grocery haul, but also touring 2 new construction homes, then returning to restock and organize. Years ago, hubby and I were thinking of building a new home, but chose to remodel our bathroom instead. Occasionally, the realtor we were working with would reach out and share new construction homes popping up in our area. And because she took the time to share them, I think it's only fair to go take a look. have a few errands to run first, such as picking up my morning cup of joe from Dunkin' and my green outfit from the dry cleaners that I shared in last week's video. And although not shown, I also dropped off a package at the UPS store.
Together, everyone can use a little vacation, even if life on the North Pole is cool. But don't worry, my dear hubby, I'm making my way home to you. So Santa, hold on. Santa, hold on. I'm not gonna leave you hanging by yourself. Santa, hold on. Santa, hold on. I'm not gonna leave you alone with all them nails. Hold on, Santa, I'm on my way. Santa, hold on. Santa, hold on.
This is not the usual Walmart I shop at, but it was the closest one with several of the Sonoma cypress garland on hand. Apparently, several of the Walmarts, including my usual spot, are all sold out. So after some research, I found this one located less than 20 minutes away from our home. And coincidentally, it was located less than 10 minutes away from the new construction homes we're touring today.
Santa, hold on. No, I will never leave you on Christmas Day. So hold on, Santa, I'm on my way. Hold on, Santa.
Along with the Sonoma cypress garland, I needed some more D3 vitamins. And as mentioned earlier, wanted to stock up on Max's treats. Also, the boys requested more cranberry juice, and I was low on my favorite dusting cloths, which are the Swiffer brand of dusters. And after loading up the car with a lot of other grocery items, I stopped to take a look at the 2 new construction homes our realtor suggested. She was correct in that this home had a similar layout to ours, but in my opinion, the rooms were a bit smaller. Also, it didn't have dual owner suites like ours with one upstairs and the main owner suite downstairs. But there were some things I did like, such as the chandelier in the dining room, the full view windows throughout the home, and the spacious loft located upstairs. According to the DRB Homes website, this home has 5 bedrooms and 3.5 baths, along with a media room, spacious loft, and 2-car garage. It's also situated on no less than a half an acre lot and has 3,472 square feet of living space. And as you can see, the laundry room is located upstairs next to the hallway linen closet. As I drove to the second new construction home, I noticed the communal mailboxes, which are currently replacing curbside boxes for efficiency and security in new developments. And also all of the homes were four-sided brick. This home did have dual suites with the primary upstairs and an in-law or guest suite on the main floor. And like the other new construction home, it has an upstairs loft with 4 additional bedrooms, which includes the owner's suite. This home also offered a 3-car garage, which is something hubby and I really want. And both the front and back porches were completely covered. And although both homes were beautiful, I realized later that they're not a great fit for my family. While we were out, my carpet shampooer arrived, and I received notice that the new Christmas duvet cover and shams are scheduled for delivery next week. And after getting settled and taking a quick lunch break, it was time to restock and organize. Again, most of these grocery items we already had, but I wanted to restock them so as not to run out. Also, the boys were low on appetizers, and in my opinion, you can never have enough eggs, milk, or cheese on hand. Also, for those that are new to the channel, I like to bag my frozen items, which keeps the freezer cleaner for longer. I was experiencing pain as I removed the eggs from this container because of my arthritic hands. I'm currently not taking meds for the pain and don't plan to do so anytime soon. But if the pain persists, I may have to resort to meds in the future. Although not shown, I did take plenty of breaks, and the boys helped with removing the heavier bags from the car. By the way, I have used hydrocortisone creams for the pain, but in my opinion, they didn't work as well as I thought they would. This grocery haul didn't include the items needed for our Christmas dinner. So this week I will be making another run to Walmart as well as Sam's to pick up those items. For those that are new to the channel, I like using OxyClean to brighten my whites and white distill vinegar in the place of fabric softener. I also use borax and the Gain Moonlight Breeze scented firework beads, as well as the dryer sheets in the same scent as deodorizers. Our oldest son and I use the same moisturizer for our hair, so whenever he runs out, he takes one from our linen closet. And I remembered that I picked up some threaders to restock my vanity drawer, but couldn't find them in any of the grocery bags at the time. As you can see, most of the hygiene products belong to the boys, but I did restock their cleaning products as well. And again, you'll notice that I'm restocking plenty of duplicate items to ensure they don't run out before the new year. In my opinion, these hygiene products are pretty expensive, so whenever I receive Walmart bucks on them, I pick up a few more because of the much lower price. Should have picked up 2 more of these Aveeno body wash on this day, but I did write it down in order to do so later this week. Also on this day, I didn't make my weekly run to Sam's because I wasn't in need of any of the items I usually pick up from there, but I will be shopping there later this week in order to restock the cabinet in the kitchen where we store our bottled water. The last thing I wanted to do before calling it a night was fold the boys' sheets that were unfortunately left in the dryer the night before. And before going to bed, I set up my DIY station in preparation for the DIY projects I plan to complete on Vlogmas Day 7. I did fold in silence because by this time I was pretty tired and ready to call it quits, but I also needed to answer a few emails as well as check on Mom. I did speak to her on the phone, but I also plan to visit her tomorrow and we'll complete the DIYs once I return home. I've been wanting to paint these bells for over 2 years now and was very excited to get it done today. In order to do so, I ordered antique gold rub and buff from Amazon as well as Spanish copper rub and buff I plan to use on these gray bells from McGee & Co. And of course, I've linked them in my Amazon storefront in case you're interested. I should have sanded these down a little bit before applying the paint because it did take a few coats in order to stick. And once done adding several coats, I didn't like the look, so I removed a little bit of the paint using a paper towel. And although once done they did look finished, I still plan to seal them using a glossy sealant on another day. Once done returning these items to their designated space, I need to remove the garland from the fireplace in our bedroom in order to complete my second DIY. My plan is to add 2 of the Sonoma cypress garland I picked up yesterday to this garland and remove all of the cedar stems I added to it so I can use them somewhere else. In order to adhere the new garland to the old, I'm using zip ties I ordered from Amazon. By the way, over the past few years, I've continued to add new garland to my old garland in order to give it a fuller look. And I think next year may be the year that I may not need to get any new garland at all. garland you see here is also from Walmart, and it's actually two that I twisted together last year. And if you watched any of my other Christmas Decorate With Me videos, you already know that the garland on the fireplace in our family room, the staircase, and on the table in the dining room are also several Walmart garlands attached together. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you for watching Sissy's Faces. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.